this will be an hour and a half flight of 2 videos back to back. I've turned the HUD off and I'm hoping
Taxi,
I know
hold
what I'm
short
doing.
runway 03 via taxiway Alpha Bravo 1. Beechcraft Romeo Juliet Juliet.
I tried changing the sensitivity. I can't find it anywhere. It's not even under the thing what they say it's under. I had YouTube on my phone, I was doing this, and they was getting sensitivity controls where they could turn it down. I'm not. Look, I'm at a big airport. Not a massive one, but a big one. I like doing
To
this
all
stuff.
passengers, good morning and welcome
I
aboard
really
this first
do.
class wings flight
This will
to
be my
Polaris
first
Nord.
flight with
I'm
a
your
HUD
captain
off.
and pilot today. Estimated flight time is 63 minutes. We're on time for departure, waiting for takeoff clearance. I'll keep you informed during the flight. If anything important comes up, thank you.
Well, that whole short is so far away. Oh well, we're halfway there now, it's no use clicking and going to the whole short. We might as well do it all now. Yeah, I thought it's time to turn the HUD off and just rely on the instruments. Much more realistic. I still need to think at the top because I forget parts that I'm meant to do. But we can always shorten that up once we've done the main things. Trying to get an S-class rating. If I make a good landing here, it will be an S-class rating I have. And I've been waiting for that since December the 8th. What was that little click? Damn it. We're only at 17 knots. Oh, I didn't check the weather either. I usually check the wind. I forgot to check the wind. We might have a bumpy landing. The last one was, we nearly died, but because I've done this so much, I managed to bring it around. we fluttered on the runway and we just made it down, and I got points towards my S-Class rating. A few more than I expected from a crash. Not a crash, but a very wobbly landing where we was blown one way, then the next, then we just made it onto the runway. But I didn't damage any of the
High
plane,
Tower,
and I
Beechcraft
landed
Delta Echo
softly.
Romeo
The
Juliet Juliet
woman who
ready
I
for
was
IM for
carrying
departure.
even
Runway
mentioned
03.
the terrible weather when we was landing at crosswinds and how great the pilot was getting it down. Watch my last video, it's on there at the end. Well, you have to watch till the end because we're on the runway and that down once she says that. But I was well happy when she said it.
Clear for takeoff runway 03. Beechcraft
Pilot made a
Delta
great
Echo
landing in
Romeo
terrible
Juliet
conditions.
Juliet.
Well, please.
To all passengers, welcome on board this flight to Glarus Nord. I'm here to ensure you have an enjoyable journey today. If there is anything I can do to make your flight more comfortable, please let me know. Please fasten your seatbelt. And remember, this is a non-smoking flight. You'll find a safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you. Prepare for takeoff. Thank you.
I was looking for me runway thing and I can't see it because it's not there anymore. I took it off. You know what I mean about the runner sensitivity? The minute I touch it, lightly, 1500. That's a lot. Alright, we're good.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink,
Oh,
don't
God.
sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
Wow, if we'd have followed them, I'd be going into the ground.
500.
Beechcraft Romeo Juliet, Juliet Contact Center on 127.6. Good day.
127.6. Beechcraft Romeo Juliet Juliet.
Echo Romeo Juliet
I'm on the
Juliet.
wrong direction.
QNH 906. Radar contact. Continue to FH067. Beechcraft Romeo Juliet Juliet. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
Keep speed not above 250 knots. Beechcraft Romeo Juliet Juliet.
Oh, what's going on here? I really don't. I'm going to have to use the boxes from now on. They're going to put me in the ground.
expedite your climb, 15,000.
I'm trying to, mate, but I've got to get under 150 first. It's just crap. It's so hard to do it with
Beechcraft Romeo, Juliet, Juliet. Please expedite your climb, 15,000.
That's about what the heading is, I think. It's all guesswork here because I've got nothing to guide me. I don't know where my headings are. I thought it was next to, underneath the pink and yellow lines underneath the 147 where it says HDG. That's my heading, what that is. And I thought that was the right heading to the right of it in purple, but it don't seem to be.
Beechcraft Romeo, Juliet, Juliet. Please expedite your climb, 15,000.
I'm trying so hard. It's just, I've got a few things that I'm finding it a bit hard to deal with. Like, getting to the point. See, it's telling me to expedite my climb. If I'd have stayed in them boxes, I'd be on the, it'd be on the radio every 2 seconds. Yeah, like I said, this is going to have to be a back-to-back video for the simple fact I can't broadcast to YouTube. It keeps telling me that I need to give them a phone number, but when I say go to the verify thing, it tells me I'm already verified. It's ridiculous. Where are we? 1400. I've only ever got to 12. I'll pull the mix back a bit. Oh no, the mix is already back. So that's cool. We need to mix back so we can go into higher. Yeah, I've flown at 12,000 and we managed to get down from every flight I've flown in the charter service. Even though that wind, it blew me left of the runway, then right of the runway, and I had to keep pulling back again with the rudder, and it was really hard, but I managed to get it down at a reasonable slow speed, and like with no damage or anything, because I didn't expect them to say anything about the flight, but when she said the pilot got us down safely in terrible conditions, so I was like, oh well, that's cool. The climb's slow, but we'll lose height if we climb speed if we climb too quickly. Oh, I better put the propeller back because we've got to climb, damn it. Once we're up high, it will be okay, but we need to run the propeller at 27.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
we don't
On my
actually.
way. They're waiting for me there.
We do it
I'll call you as soon as I'm done, but it might be a while.
one day.
Can you text me the driver's number? I haven't gotten it. Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, one day is good. As long as it keeps up to 26, 27, I mean, we're good. 7,000. 7,500 and we're halfway there. I can't wait for this to come to VR where I'm looking down like that. My passengers. Yeah, this is like as real as I can make it. Just my dials on the plane because that's how it's going to be in VR, so I might as well get used to it. I'm going to have to learn how to set up a flight plan. All the stuff I've learned so far has quite literally been like me trying and failing, if you know what I mean. I haven't done any YouTube to find out how to, apart from the controller settings and that, but I just love doing these things and getting them right. Yeah, I reckon that's about 143. Right, we're at 10,000. Look at that sun up there, it's just so cool. I love it, I really do. I think it's just so zen to fly a plane, that engine, that hum, it's all I need. Even if I'm not broadcasting, you know, putting a video out, I just sit and listen to the hum of the engine and watch the world go by. I'm looking to buy a jet airplane. I think it's the Serious Vision. Just a little 5-seater small jet with a nice big jet engine on its tail. Alright, we're getting up there. It's going to be a toss-up between that jet and multi-engine propeller. Turboprop it'll be. This is a turboprop. This 125 is about the cruise speed for my Cessna 172. Whereas this, the cruise speed's about 175, I think. Have to keep an eye on that all the time. But the boxes, they're in the ground. I'm just having to follow the marker. I'm sort of course, but I don't know how much I'm meant to be in that pink box or not. That you can see on my Garmin going up to the right hand corner. Well, right hand centre, sorry. Alright, we're coming up on 25. We should even have exactly 25. 15, not 25, I mean, it was 25 there, now it's 26. Yeah, we should even have 1500. Then we should be able to move into the pink box. We should make it before we run out of power to get us up, because this is a turboprop, so I only got 1500 to go. Yeah, I didn't know how to do anything like autopilot or setting my height or heading or anything, not when I started this game. I'm just doing what I've learned how to do. I'm self-taught pilot. I actually watched the pilot, yeah, and he did the same test as a real airline pilot. He did the same test as me, landing a twin-engine plane when one engine has gone out, and I got a better score than him. And I don't have any assist on, and you can't in the tests, because it's a test. It's like, you've got to have it the way they state it. But I got a better score than him. I couldn't believe it. Right, we're coming up on 1500 very soon. We should make it before we hit 105.
Passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of First Class Wings on Flight 5439. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 13,700 feet at an airspeed of 100 knots. It's 10:31 and are expected to land in Glarus, north approximately at 12:05 local time. Current temperature of 35 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Yeah, we're on course. Once we get there, it's just straight to El Mer. But I wish I could find the next heading setting. Hang on, alright. Right, so ELMUR. You're 164. Oh, this is cool, yeah. Game days are 143, 164. Nice, nice, nice. Wow, I forgot it already. 143. We wasn't far off though, was we? Although we need to be going about a 147 because of the wind drift. Yeah, that's about right. I like it like this. My first flight, but it feels so much more real. Got no cup of tea. I used to look at people on YouTube playing this game, and I used to think, oh, that must be so boring just sitting there doing nothing, basically, do you know what I mean? And 164, I think that was. One six four, yeah, that's good. Alright, we got a long trip, but we're on our way. Oh, that's good, it shows up. Good. Right, yeah, so sorry about this, but you can always end the video here and start the next one. I'm just doing all this because it's the first time I've done it without a hub. I'm doing it without anything, because you could see I was learning on the job from this. I didn't know. I didn't know the flight route was in there. I could just turn on to vinyl and come down. But I'm not going to. I'll follow the whole thing through. But we'll land perfectly how they want us to. Yeah, I don't like this game, I actually love it. I just can't get enough of it, I really can't. Why are we only running 136 when everything's on full power? We're on absolute 100% full power, yet we're only riding at 136. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. It must have a very big headwind on us. That's the only thing I could assume. Look, we're even coming into the box. Everything's going a lot better on this flight than I assumed it was. Right, where's my fuel tank? That's what I've got to look at. What did I do? Oh, I moved something then. Oh, there's my fuel. There's my fuel. What did I press that made that click? Right, we're going straight out of the flight box, but it don't matter. We're going to where we need to go to. Or I don't know. We might have to pull that back a bit. We are definitely blowing, getting hit by wind from the left. Yeah, I'm trying to get enough money to buy the Serious Jet or the twin engine one, and I'll leave this one for another pilot to fly. I want a faster plane. And in speed, the twin engine turboprop is as fast as the single engine jet. Well, around about. Look, that box wanted me to use that. There. Wanted me to use that. While he was saying over and over 1500, 1500, 15. Like there, I'd still only be at 1,000 foot. That one down there. It's ridiculous. Man's an idiot. But never mind. Yeah, everything I've learned how to do with this plane, I've just learned. Don't want to press anything accidentally. That's to set vertical speed, I think. I don't use nose up or down when I come into land. I push up and down on the flight stick, if you know what I mean. Oh, we've come quite a way so far. I'm well surprised. I actually said to somebody, like, it must be really boring up there flying in the clouds, and now I realise it's not. I don't need to look at scenery. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm able to do this. That I've learned to do this. That's what makes me buzzy, you know, that I can sit back and watch my plane go en route. And I was the one who sent it there because I learned how to do that. I'm not the best lander, I really am not, but I can land. The pilot was asked, is it easier or harder to fly a plane in real life or Microsoft Simulator? And he actually said, well, when you look at it, he said, it's harder in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The guy said, why? He said, well, you don't really have a co-pilot to do all your air traffic commands and do all the, you know, the bits and pieces. You're doing absolutely everything. He said, so yeah, I do believe it's harder to land a plane and everything in Microsoft Simulator than it is in real life. As long as you've got all the settings on manual, not automatic, you know. I always tell you on mine, the only assist I use is automatic trim because a trim, could I use trim wheel on my, I bet I couldn't use it on my mouse, the wheel was the trim wheel. I never thought, maybe I can, but then I lose it as a tool. I'll wait, I'm gonna pick up a cheap POTAS for now because it's gonna take at least 3 or 4 months for Turtle Beach to get a full yoke out, and I'm not really sure whether I'm going to be using a full yoke in VR or whether I would rather just use the controllers. But one thing I do know is that the yolks are well made and very, very good, but there are no good cheap force feedback ones. They're just ain't. Now it shows me an airbox in the sky, look. But yeah, this is definitely one of those Zen games like Kayak VR or Subside. Like when this is in VR, well, you know, I'll be inside the plane. I was zipped to the side of that again, but that's alright, don't matter. We're going to the right destination, 106. It can be boring for people watching this. I admit that because, you know, like, I said the same thing watching videos of it. Oh, it's just boring, it must be really boring to do this. But it just ain't. It's exciting to know that you can do it. Right, so I know how to get my flight plan numbers. All I've got to do now is learn how to program that into the Garmin there. And then I don't have to worry about heading changes or anything because the autopilot will do everything. You can even get the autopilot to basically land you. But I see no point in paying 70 quid for a game and then having the game do everything for you. Do you know what I mean? There is a limit I will put on autopilot and it's landing. That's a manual job as far as I'm concerned. The bonus of like doing this instead of doing it in real life is I can sit and smoke and drink a cup of tea. Yeah, I love being able to rise to the challenge in this game. I now have 9 certifications and 9 specialisations. And out of all them licence tests, the 9, I only got 2 Bs, and they were like all of the A's, my first attempts at it, not my second, third, fourth or fifth. 2 Bs and the rest are A's and they're all first attempts. And the B, one of them I remember was the jet, the serious jet, because I came in too fast. I didn't know how fast I was supposed to come in with it. That gave me a B, and the tail dragger, that I got a B on that as well, because I bounced when I came down. I was alright, but I bounced. But apart from that, all the A's I got were first attempts. All this is patience and tiny, tiny sensitive movements. I'm annoyed as well. I got my passive income yesterday, or whatever it was, whenever it was, early this morning. And it was 10 grand for the cargo one. Now, an hour's flight on cargo should be about 90,000. I pay him 30,000, say, and I get 60,000. But all I got was 10 grand. I thought, what's that? You know what I mean? That's pointless. I might actually sell off. No, I won't sell the business off. I won't sell any of them off. I'll just work hard and get a place in every business. I think I'm going to do either search and rescue or medivac next. I'll leave scientific research for a while. But I've got all them like specifications. I've got 9 now that I can actually do. I think that's cool. Especially considering this is an exact representation of this plane. 100% exact detailed, and all the buttons are exactly the same and they do all the same things. And I'm in one without even flying it. All I've done is put some numbers into the computer there and sit along for the ride. But it's being able to learn how to do all that. The patience you need, like, because this game can be so frustrating. Like the tail dragger license that I told you about, I got the B on. That was my second attempt.
How are you?
And the reason it was my
Everything
second
okay?
attempt is, you know,
Everything's
like I
good
got
with
all
your
the
ride?
way down on the first
Fine,
attempt.
can't
I
wait.
can't remember whether it
See
was
you there.
decent or
Bye.
not. But I got right to the end, like to park the plane in my parking spot, and I came up short by a couple of metres. So I pressed the accelerator to fire the engine back up again to get me moving, and it went so high so quickly that the plane tipped over. I was well annoyed. It took me about a week to retake the test, but that's where I got to be. But that's the only time I've retaken the test, and it was because of that last part. If I'd have cruised into there, it wouldn't have been a problem. That would have been my first attempt, but I was so annoyed at that though. Let's see where we are. Oh look, we're over halfway. That's pretty damn cool. We're out of that box though by quite a bit. We're alright though, we're alright. Don't know why these go out sometimes, I really don't. This one will go next, but it's alright, it's alright. I still know what I'm doing without them, it's just nice to have them. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased doing a full flight with no HUD or anything, just the instruments in front of me. At some point I'll remove that cruise fly to Elm and whole skip edition. I'll remove that as well, but for the time being I want it up there because the more I look and do, the less likely it will be when I make a mistake in VR. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want any HUDs detailed in VR, I just want this. But this is just dog's nuts, it really is. Like I said, to be able to do this is pretty, it's a pretty nice feeling. Have a look around. Wow, we are really high now. It's the highest I've been, 15,000 foot. So cool. The pattern on my wings. It's like Damascus. That don't do nothing. Don't keep the sun out of my eyes. Well, I suppose it depends where the sun is, but the last time it didn't keep it out of my eyes. We get back on track properly. Still got 75 to go, but yeah, being able to, like, it's not going to be hard in VR, but I'm going to have to make a cup of tea. I mean, I'm going to have to buy a mug to make a cup of tea. One of those sealed ones that you get for truckers or whatever. Because I can't keep getting up to make tea, so I'd have to make a big flask or something and pour it out or get one of them cups. I'll find a flask somewhere and probably pay about 10-15 quid for Margos. Oh, there's the video coming up. Right, I'll see you in 2 seconds.